fam, what is up? What is up? Welcome to lucky episode 13 of Let's Eat. Today is Thursday, December 8th, 2016. I've got some packages to open up for you. I know you've been waiting to see them. First off, before I start, I would just like to say, please do me a huge solid and go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there. If you like sneakers, if you like streetwear, you're gonna love this vlog. If you like seeing unboxings, I have so much content coming for you. I don't care if you're Team Adidas, if you're Team Nike or Jordan, it doesn't matter. I support all brands. If it looks fly, I'm gonna wear it. So please subscribe, like, comment below. I appreciate all the love and support. Next, just an update on what I have coming in the next few days. I have received the Triple Black Ultra Boost, as well as those Pusha T EQTs. I also have the Triple Black Nike Flyknit Racers, the Black Toe Jordan 1s, True Blue Jordan 3s. I have so much stuff to show you, it's not even funny. I'll get to that in the next few days. Right now, let's focus on the task at hand. I am absolutely starving, and you know what that means. Let's eat. Okay, I don't know where to start. I'm pretty sure I know what's in these boxes. The End Clothing Adidas Consortium release. It was a NMD C1, that chukka. I have a pretty white-collar job, so I really enjoy these city socks because I'm able to wear them to work instead of dress shoes. I love chukkas. That's one of the reasons why I like the city socks so much. So I was really excited when I saw this NMD C1. It's a little bit different than the other C1 Adidas has released, and I like the colors on this End Consortium release much more than the others. Plus, there's a zipper in the back. If you haven't owned some sort of footwear with a zipper, you are missing out. So when I saw them, I had to pick them up. I did double up. I wear an 11.5 in these city socks. If you watch this vlog, you already knew that. So I wasn't sure if I would wear an 11 or an 11.5 in these. The 11 was much easier for me to obtain, so that's what I got first, and then a couple days later I found an 11.5 and grabbed that as well. So I will be trying these on and letting you know how they fit, which I like better, the 11 or the 11.5, and comparing them to other Adidas releases, as I usually do for you. Enough talk, I want to cut some cardboard. Alright, so this first package is from Nice Kicks. Again, this should be one of those End Clothing Adidas Consortium C1s. Can't remember which size I got from Nice Kicks. Looks like I got the 11 from Nice Kicks. So you have your classic cream Adidas Consortium box. You can see right there, size 11 C1. So major props to Adidas and End right up the box. These come with 4 sets of laces. That's just crazy. The olive to match the upper on the shoe, white to match that Boost midsole, another pair of olive, although these look like a little bit darker olive color, and then kind of this burnt sienna, if I'm going to choose one of my 64 Crayola crayons. I wasn't sure how these would fit because they have an all mesh upper instead of prime knit like any of these city socks do. Inside there is a finer, much softer mesh lining, and this upper is really thick, I gotta say. It feels like it might even be a little bit thicker than your traditional NMD R1. I don't own any of the other C1s, so I can't compare this to those. A lot of cool details on this. I can't wait to show you up close. Let's go ahead and pop open the other End Adidas Consortium C1. That one was actually obtained from Packer Shoes in Teaneck, New Jersey. So these must be my 11.5. No big surprises there. 11.5. Consortium box. This next box is from Adidas.com. A while back, Adidas released their Parley line. Both the clothing and the footwear utilize recycled materials that have been harvested from the ocean. I think Adidas said they were committed to making like 1 million pairs of Parley shoes. It certainly didn't seem like they made 1 million pairs of these Uncaged Ultra Boosts though. They were pretty hard to get. I actually caught these on just like this mysterious 3 a.m. restock on Adidas.com. So I was pretty excited when I got these. The hype kind of died down for these pretty quickly. The resale on them really isn't too excessive if you want to pick up a pair yourself. So I did get these in both an 11 and 11.5. I already had opened up the 11.5. These are the 11s. Parley Ultra Boost Uncaged. We'll look at it a little bit more closely here in a minute. But this is a very cool shoe. I really like the colorway. It's a little bit of a light gray color. So it's different than all the other white Ultra Boosts that Adidas has been releasing lately. The materials on this, they definitely feel different than my other Uncaged Ultra Boosts. The heel cup is like a cloth material. It just kind of feels maybe thinner. I'll grab an Uncaged Ultra Boost and hold it up next to this so you can see the differences. Very cool sneaker. Very happy I got this. I think it's an important message that Adidas is trying to send to other corporations to be respectful of our environment. Okay, final package. Man, that went quick. These were some Adidas XR1s that released several weeks ago. I think the colors are like Light Granite or Cool Granite, and I think the other one's just called Olive. If you watch this vlog, you know I absolutely love XR1s. I really love all sneakers with boost technology, but XR1s and City Socks are some of my favorites. I feel like they're kind of the underdogs of the NMD line. So when I saw these, I had to pick them up. Gray and olive, two of my absolute favorite colors. The only thing I don't like about these is Adidas has still continued to use that pinstriping pattern in the Prime Knit. I think this is a little bit more understated than on some of their other sneakers, but man, come on Adidas, just give us like a solid Prime Knit. Like, how hard is that? Still really excited to get these. I did get them both in an 11. I wear an 11 in XR1s, same as the R1. 11.5 in Ultra Boost and City Socks. I know I repeat that on every episode, but it's always the question I get. How do these fit? How do these fit? How do these fit? So this first pair is the size 11 Olive XR1. So I lied, the pinstriping is incredibly apparent on these. Adidas actually went with like a black contrasting with that olive. Don't get me wrong, black and olive looks great, but I just feel like there's so much going on with the shoe. You know, Adidas has these patterned black and olive laces, and then a totally different pattern on the upper. I don't know, guys. I mean, I'll still wear them. We'll take a look at these in a little more detail along with the other pair in just a second. And then, of course, no surprise, size 11. I think these are the Light Granite, Cool Granite. Correct me, I know I'm probably wrong. Maybe both of them are wrong. Same thing with these black and light granite pinstriping. It almost looks navy, like the black and gray kind of blend together and it almost makes the black look navy, if that makes any sense. Alright, let's look at all these in a little closer detail and then we'll go ahead and do some on feet. I'm definitely going to try on those End Adidas Consortium C1s. Those have got to get some wear in my workplace. Starting off with that End Adidas Consortium C1. Go ahead and give you a 360 of the sneaker. Check out that cool gum outsole. I think these are pretty different, and I'm really glad End really took a chance on their collaboration with Adidas Consortium. If you saw the other sneakers they released, nah, these honestly were a little bit tough for me to pull the trigger on. I probably wouldn't have bought them if I didn't think I could get a lot of wear out of them at work. It is a chukka style shoe. They do have 2 lace holes, so there are a little bit of lacing on those. So let's look at some of the details. You have this mesh. It's really thick, pretty hard, pretty rough, way different than the Circa or Circle mesh on the R1s. Way thicker. The inside is kind of similar. You do have that different mesh lining, that softer mesh lining on the inside, so that's nice. But yeah, you know, these are a little bit more rugged type of a sneaker, so I can understand why they didn't want to make it look more like a performance shoe. You do have some nice little accent touches, the leather around those lace holes, very nice detail there. Of course, you have the classic Consortium tongue tag. This one does say End on it as well. Inside you have the, oh, what's that? These have a zipper, you say? Why, yes they do. You do still have that leather accent on the back by the zipper, and then when you pop that open, you do have a little bit of leather to guard the back of your heel there, and of course that says End on it as well. The inside of the sneaker has classic Adidas Consortium insole. This one does of course say End on it, but it does have the Consortium all over print. It has a nice kind of suede feel to it as well. It's very high quality. The olive bonded seam there, white plug on this side, white plug on that side, olive in the forefoot. And then that outsole, like I said, I really love that outsole. I think this is the only NMD or anything Ultra Boost as well with a gum outsole, so that's pretty cool to see. And of course the accent on the outsole is that olive color. I had mentioned earlier these came with 4 sets of laces. You can see the olive that are in there that come with them. The olive that come in here are a bit lighter color, matches more like that forefoot plug. The ones that come with it, that olive matches more the upper color, a little bit darker, and then as well as the white and that kind of tannish burnt sienna. That's right. Pretty cool sneaker. I will be getting some wear out of these at work, especially now that it's fall. I like them. You know, I don't think the resell on these is very high. They sold out right away. They weren't easy to get by any means on release day, but luckily there's not much of a resale market. So if you want a pair, pick them up, wear them to work, wear them to family functions, church if you're so inclined. I don't know. I think you can stunt in these. Maybe I'm crazy. Tell me if I'm right, tell me if I'm wrong. If you like these, go ahead and hit like down below. If you don't like these, hopefully you like the next sneaker I'm going to show you. Okay, next up we have the Parley Ultra Boost Uncaged. Let's go ahead and take a quick 360 around the sneaker like we always do. So I did bring another Ultra Boost Uncaged. I'm sorry, these are kind of dirty, but they will do for demonstration purposes. So we could kind of look at some of the differences and similarities between these. I will say they're pretty much the same, the biggest differences being some of the material selection, these being the non-recycled, non-green sneakers. They do have this solid plastic heel cup all the way around. And maybe I'm incorrect, but it seems like that heel padding that you have kind of around the back in the Uncaged, it seems like there's more of it in this one than there is in this one. Of course, on the Parley model, that hard plastic heel cup is exchanged for this recycled equivalent, which it feels like cloth. I don't know if you guys have ever had a t-shirt or something that's made from recycled pop bottles or something like that, but you end up with a very plush, very soft, very pliable material, and that is what this upper feels like. It's very soft. I feel as though the stitches that make it up, all the weave, it seems like it's a little bit tighter than it is on the non-recycled version, and because of that, I think it just feels a little bit more flexible. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but this one feels a little more flexy. The same thing inside. If you've owned a pair of Uncaged, and you can kind of see it even here on the outside, you see there's this like bonded plastic that extends inside the shoe too, and it really is just for support on the laces so you don't pull them through or anything. There's a little bit of a plasticky material inside as well on the non-recycled shoe. It does feel a little bit harder and firmer, more plastic-like to the touch, whereas on this it feels maybe a little bit more flexible. But otherwise, there's not a whole lot of differences. I do really like that accent with this heel cap. Of course, they can do those accent stitches, and I do really like that contrast, kind of light blue. Looks like you're in the Maldives or something. That light blue stitching to kind of emulate a wave pattern. Really cool looking, although I did have one stitch already coming up. Maybe these should have gone to the outlet mall instead of my home. I don't know. Inside, you do get a special Parley insole. You can see it in there. It's that same teal color with the Parley script on it. The actual weave pattern is the same as the other Ultra Boost Uncaged. The colors, as I mentioned, it's a white color and then as well as a light gray. It's kind of peppered together. It does kind of look like there might be some light bluish tones in there as well, but mainly just that gray and white. Then the bottom, you do get the Continental white outsole as well as the white torsion support. And then same thing on the side of the heel, the white torsion support. On the back there's also a special Parley heel tab. Otherwise pretty much like any other Uncaged Ultra Boost. I'm excited to try these on and see if they feel any different too. And the last step, we have those two XR1s, the Light Granite and the Olive colorway. Go ahead and give you a look at each one of those. As I mentioned, these both do have that pinstriping pattern on the upper. I'm not a fan of it. Maybe you like it. As I said, I don't like having different patterns overlaid on one another. I think that looks kind of tacky myself. but whatever, this is what we got. Let's start with the Granite colorway. As I mentioned, Granite in black on the pinstriped upper, Granite in black on the lace pattern. You do get that nice suede detailed Adidas patch on the tongue. There is a little bit of 3M accents in that box around the trefoil. Gray plugs on this. We've got the gray plastic cage. Moving around to the back, we've got again that suede accent on the heel counter, and then the black heel tab with the brand with 3 stripes branding. Outsole is a classic black with the gray Granite accent color. We do have the special Granite felt honeycomb inside this one. And then moving over to the olive, very much the same, olive and black pinstriping on the upper, olive and black on the laces, another suede tongue tab with the 3M boxed around it, Adidas trefoil inside. On the back we've got the nice suede counter on the heel, and again that black heel tab with the brand with 3 stripes branding. Bottom has another black outsole, this time with an olive accent color. And the inside, oh, it's not olive, guys, I'm sorry. They just went with the classic black felt. Pretty boring. Again, I think these are both great sneakers. I just wish they were solid colors. Like, how much better would these have been if they were solid? I guess it's not a big deal. As you get away, you don't really see it, and it does kind of add a little bit of texture to them as well. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just complaining. If I'm just complaining, go ahead and comment down below. If you like these, smash that like button, guys. So we've seen all the sneakers. You know, you've seen me try on XR1s before, so I'm not going to put these on. I will try on both the Parleys and the C1s though. Man, 3 pairs of sneakers. Y'all gotta be tripping, man. I got way too much to try on for you. You can see why I didn't do the on feet with those XR1s. I'm already wearing some. Let me go ahead and get those out of here. Alright, let's push these C1s over to the side for the time being and start with these Parley Ultra Boosts. I'm going to go ahead and put the Parley on one foot and the Solar Reds on the other foot. So these are both size 11s, so there should be minimal differences in fit. You know, maybe I'm crazy, but I said earlier that the Parley seemed like it had a tighter weave pattern. The shoes almost feel tighter on my foot. They're the same in length. The midsoles are the same size. But it just feels a little bit tighter. I don't know. Again, maybe I'm crazy. If you have Parleys yourself, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know how they feel on your feet. For me, they feel a little bit tighter. Maybe it's also just because these have been worn so much. That could very well be too. These have actually been worn quite a bit. Alright, let's go ahead and pop the other one on. That way I can give you the full experience. The full Parley experience. I'll have to try on my 11.5 sometime and see if I like the fit of those better. Again, I wasn't sure. You know, Adidas does so many different things, which I'm happy. I'm happy that they push the envelope, but the downside of that is sometimes you end up with things that fit a little bit differently, and you know, it's a learning experience. I really like the look of these though. You know, these are probably going to get shelved. They're not going to get worn a whole lot in winter, but man, come spring, I'm going to put some miles on these babies. Alright, next up, let's go ahead and pop these off. Sticker. Now, I don't know which I'm gonna wear, the 11 or the 11 and a half. Let's try them on and find out. So the size 11 is going on my right foot. I'm not going to cut the tags off quite yet. Let me decide which one I want. And the size 11 and a half, make sure, yes. This size 11 and a half is going on my left foot. Alright, we are zipped up. Alright, as I'm seated, the 11 feels roomy enough. I feel like that'll probably be the go-to. The 11 and a half is maybe just a little bit too big. Yeah, but as I stand up, I don't know. I feel like I'm often caught between sizes. The 11 feels too snug, and the 11 and a half feels almost too big. Let me go ahead and tighten down the laces. Just see if that makes any difference. There's not much to lace up here, but every little bit counts. So yeah, on closer examination, I think I'm going to go with the 11 and a half in these. This is the size 11 right here. I get a little bit of toe bulge with the 11. My toe's pretty much right up against there. I would say these fit a little bit tighter than a mesh NMD R1. I do prefer the fit of a size 11 in the mesh NMD R1, whereas in these, I think I like the 11 and a half. So if you will be purchasing the End Adidas Consortium C1, purchase the same size as you purchase in a city sock. So for me, that is an 11 and a half. Alright everyone, that is going to be the conclusion of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I implore you to please like, comment, subscribe to this video. I have so many more coming. I think the next one I'm going to put out there for you is going to be my triple black Ultra Boost versus the triple black Flyknit Racer. And that's going to be both the caged and the uncaged version of the Ultra Boost. No one else on YouTube has crazy content like that. This is why you need to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for the love and support everyone gives me. I'm going to be back very soon with my next video. As I mentioned a while back, once we hit 100 subscribers, I am doing a small contest. That's probably going to be in the next couple days. So Follow me on Twitter. I will post the form to submit on there. And yeah, thanks again, guys, and we'll see you soon. Take care.